they hurt me, you'd find out what made me angry, then use it to your ability. Now you're trying to avoid me. You're the big problem here, a bully to many for so many years. Now shut your mouth, close your ears. Never learned your lesson and nobody cares. That's what you're here for, here to make me miserable. I know you get joy out of it. You hurt me but call me the same names again. You know I never liked them, and that's so unforgivable. I know you ruined my childhood. You hurt me and do it all over again. You ruined my childhood. You hurt me and do it all over again.
Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque and welcome back to The Sims 4 Royal Witch Kingdoms. Today we are continuing with the noble family of Eodmoon. Lady Arwen is busy playing chess upstairs while husband dearest downstairs is trying to build some trade connections. So he already knew of Lady Calypso, but he had this whim to, I think, be friendly with her, something like that. So he invited her over. And then I discovered that he hadn't actually introduced himself to her. He just knew of her, and then he came up with this want. So thankfully we managed to get another introduction done. So that's like two families that he knows now, the Rawans and the Siddelys, which is pretty cool. So what happened in the movie basically is very, very capable and ambitious High Lord Emery was making a potion, and he had invited High Lady Calypso over so that she could kind of get a sample of his potion making. And he made, I think, one of Plentiful Needs. So he was kind of selling it to her, like selling the idea to her, you know, the qualities these kind of potions have, and the fact that he could make more of these. And they kept using a word, which we haven't seen before, called Legi. And Legi in the witch language means alchemist. So we'll be seeing quite a bit of that when it comes to the kingdom of Eodja. So it was the first time she had seen a Legi working, and it was like fascinating to her. And then she asked him, and then he mentioned that it's not just ingredients that you need to make potions. So, you know, even though he's showing her a glimpse of his secret world, she can't exactly replicate it because there is a special kind of magic, I imagine, magical knowledge that the witches in Eodja learn, and that is the reason why they can make potions. It is that particular magic combined with ingredients that allows you to harness a cauldron and tap into magical energies to create potions, right? Which other witches cannot do because they haven't been trained in that knowledge. So there is that. And then he was saying you will take it as a sign of good faith. And he showed her this sample, and then she asked him, now why would I not go to the Eodvells instead? And he made an interesting point. He said every Legi in Eodja is talented, but as you can see, I am the one with the most resources. Which one of you lovelies commented in the previous episode saying that these guys look wealthier than some of the royal families that we have. And you're saying that the Ciccars, might potentially be jealous of them when they find out how wealthy they are. And I totally agree. These guys come from some serious money. So that's what we have got going in the beginning. We're going to dive into the episode. It is late at night. Calypso, I think, is still over here. Arwen is busy playing chess upstairs. Emery and Calypso are chatting with each other. Now, straight after he has had this meeting with Calypso, and look at their relationship. They've become friends. They have become friends. Just over the course of this one meeting that they had. He invited her late at night. And I think the reason why she even decided to come was because he gave her a special invitation saying that, he would show her a glimpse into the world of potion making. So I feel like Emery really knows because, he's really self-assured, he's confident. And I feel like because he comes from a family where they learnt the trade of trading, he understands how you can pull someone in, how you can get someone's interest, how you can entice them into seeing what you have. So he kind of packaged this meeting as a glimpse into the world of the Legi and, the art of potion making, which is why she came. She was intrigued. She'd never seen this kind of thing before. So, and then he's done it so well that they've managed to become friends. And straight after this, he's now had a want to chat with Lord Valar. So he is very, very active, unlike Kyle. I feel like a lot of Kyle was going into the magic realm and waiting for someone to come by and speak to him, waiting for someone to notice him, and his wife was the one who had to arrange things. Whereas over here, Arwen, I don't think has had any, if, maybe a few, but I really don't think she's had, a ton of whims for other Sims. It's been Emery. I'm pretty sure in the previous episode we were playing, he had whims with Lord Valar, and then he's had a whim for Calypso, and now straight after meeting with Calypso, he's had another whim for Valar. So he's very active in the business, the family business, and he is serious. What he said to Arwen, that you don't have to lift a finger, I will do everything, I'll provide for you. He's serious about that. So that is all fun and well. And another exciting thing that we have going on, Emery has had the want to try for a baby with Lady Arwen, which means that we might potentially get an heir out of them yet. And he is family oriented, so like I said, he'll probably have this want more frequently. So we're going to excuse ourselves. Calypso can, stick around for a little bit and leave when she wants, even though it's really late. This, I feel like, is Emery's trust towards her. I invited you as a special guest, and I'm not worried in the slightest about you stealing any potions. See, look, she's excusing herself. I'm not worried about you stealing any potions. You can stick around and leave when you see fit. So she's gone off now. Emery is gonna spend some quality time with Arwen, and then in the next morning he'll invite over Valar, and we can see if we can get some more conversation going there. And then obviously a ton of potion making in the background between these meetings, which is really cool. So okay, Arwen, come on. And we know this is something that Arwen wants as well, but I feel like for Arwen, Like, maybe she'll feel differently about her children once they're born, and she'll genuinely care for them, but her motives isn't necessarily starting a family with Emery, which is Emery's motive. For her, it's like competition with the other neighbors. It's like, providing an heir to the line of Eodmoon is preserving her status, or it's kind of growing her status even more. That's the sensible thing to do. So I feel like that's kind of her motive behind wanting to have a child. So, okay, there we go. And this is like the second time they're trying. So I'm not too worried, because even with the Eodvells, they had 3 attempts, and the lady conceived on the 3rd attempt. And then some of you guys also were saying that when we have multiple attempts, albeit when we have multiple failures to conceive, it's almost like there's a chance that it might be multiples when they finally do get successful, just because of the precedent that High Lady Kendrika set for us over at the family of Ramadust and Ramong. So that's kind of intriguing. But okay, I'm going to leave these 2 be, and we'll catch up with them. Oh, yeah, we'll catch up with them later on. It is 7 a.m. on Sunday morning. Emery has been doing even more potion making. Arwen is just chatting with him here and there, but she needs to deal with her needs, so let's get that sorted. And then we want to... Is she still afraid of fire? She is. So we definitely want to have some staff come over and help with catering. So we're gonna have someone come on over, and it is Ismira. Ismira is always coming to help these guys with the meals. And like, I'm wondering, I feel like every kind of service sim situation is a little bit different. When we have people like Veronica and Padme coming over, I feel like it's them being sent to spy. But if it's someone like Ismira coming over because she's like a lady of the other noble house in Eodja, I feel like it's her trying to establish a friendship, but Arwen treats her almost like a poor cousin, almost. Like, Ismira is doing this probably out of the goodness of her heart, because she's good at it, and she likes helping, and maybe spending her time here. But I feel like Arwen kind of treats her as a bit of a servant, almost, and Ismira just doesn't realize it. So, we've got that going. Now, Emery, he's been experimenting with a few potions. He's currently a neophyte, so he definitely doesn't have as many potions as the Eodvells, because remember, they have like a stack full of potions, so they can start trading. Emery cannot start trading at this point, but that won't stop him from trying to still meet people. Oh my goodness. There is a fire here. There is another fire. What is it about? Does this lot have a problem? I don't know if this lot has a problem or what it does. We've had so many fires here. It is just wild. So many fires. Like, what is this? I need you guys to route yourselves to safety. And then we can wait for the fire to die down. I need you to route yourselves to safety, please, before I leave, so that I don't feel like I'm interfering with this life or death situation. Arwen, really? You're gonna dive in there of all places? That's kind of cute. She wants to ask Lord Emery on a date. But seriously, what's happening? You're gonna get trapped in the fire, honey, and you are gonna die. Please route yourself to safety. There we go. Now she's going. Now she's going. If the fire blocked her off, she could have, like, become trapped there, but it's fine. She made it out. She made it out. Now everyone's safe. We'll just wait for the fire to die down. Okay, the fire has died down, but look at the damage. I swear, it is always the kitchen catching on fire, and it's always these same places being burnt up. I don't know what it is, and we don't have any sort of lot trade, like a lot challenge that is making fires happen more frequently. I don't know what it is. They're just having a ton of fires, which is like so unfortunate. I'm wondering, is it anything here maybe that is cool? What do you mean fire nearby? Where is this fire? Oh no, now Arwen's causing a fire over here? Oh my goodness. You know what it could be? I'm just trying to make sense of the situation. It could be the fact that we have like vines right near the barbecue thing over here. So, okay, that makes sense to me from that angle. But in the kitchen, we don't have anything near the stove, so I'm not entirely sure what is causing that fire. Unless this wood thing, but like that's not even a fire. Maybe we have to move it over just one, and maybe we have to move the bin out of there. I'm trying to make sense of the situation. Because it must be it. That must be it. We must have something like really close to one another that shouldn't be. And that's why we keep having frequent fires. But look at this. Yet another one. Yet another one. So we need to deal with this. But one of the lot challenges that is a part of this estate is like cursed. So that's why they keep getting these weird things like pain and pins and needles and, you know, having like white hot pokers all over your body, or the feeling of that. It's because this lot is cursed. So I feel like that's an intriguing thing about this family, is that you were stuck in a pool with a fire there? Dude, get out. I mean, pool's probably the safest place to be, but get out. I do feel like... And Ismira, what were you doing? Ismira, what were you doing? You weren't even in the kitchen. You were snooping around? My goodness. But, I was gonna say, this family is, like, so wealthy, but they probably have, like, this terrible secret, which is the estate is cursed. So, it's a side of themselves they hide from the others because they don't want it to affect their reputation. But, it is kind of like a family secret almost. And nobody in the family talks about it either, but they kind of know that the place is cursed, and they're almost tiptoeing around the estate. But okay, let's deal with this fire, and then I need to make the changes that I said I would and see if that maybe improves our chances of hopefully living a safer life. Okay, so I have gone ahead and changed up a few things. We got rid of the bin that we had right over there. And we moved over the stove so it is not right next to like all these wooden cabinets. And then we put in a vent at the top, and I don't know if that helps, but I'm hoping that it does. Not only that, but over here I've gone ahead and gotten rid of the vines that we had like just behind the barbecue. So fingers crossed they're going to be okay and we won't have fires as frequently now, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll just have to wait and see. But Emery, okay, he's tending to his own needs, which is just about fine. And what? Another fire? Oh, this is just ridiculous. What do you mean there's another fire? I got rid of things. I made changes. Unless it's because the floors are wood. Oh, well, I actually know. Arwen was the one cooking. Okay. You know what? She has this fear, so that means she's going to cause fires more frequently. But the changes should be okay with, like, other Sims that come in to cook. So, oh my goodness. This is, like, our third fire today. Our third fire. Arwen, please just make it out of there to safety, honey. But also, I'm terrified because look at her hunger. Look at her hunger. She could die. Unless she's pregnant. Then she might not die, because I don't think the Sims will kill your Sim if she is expectant. I don't think they do that. Because that might be a sign that we were looking for. Because normally she should have dropped dead by now, but like nothing's happening at all. So that tells me, or like it's not going completely zero, and that tells me it might be because she's pregnant, which is so, so cool. When children can save your life. Okay, they're back out. We need to call someone to flippin' cook for us. We need this fire to die down. Like, this whole day has been spent dealing with fires in this estate, which is why we haven't been able to invite over Voila, which we should be doing. We finally managed to have some food here. Nothing burned down, thank goodness. And we have, oh, just when I was saying nothing burnt down, this flippin' Vulcane just set another fire. It's just, you can't win. You cannot win. And I don't know why you cannot win in this. I have no clue. Do you guys know? Because I sure as hell don't. And look, she has been trying to eat, but she's been unable to eat this whole time. But she's not dying because, guys, I very much suspect that she's expectant. And she did kind of gag when she was outside. So I think that this child is like keeping her alive at this point. But the amount of fires we have had to deal with, this is just mental. This is crazy. And I honestly have no clue like why this is the case. Like what is causing the fires? Is it the wood floors? Do we need to have floors that aren't wood? Because I don't know. I have no flippin' clue. Is everyone outside to safety? Yes, they are. Okay. You know what? We might have to just get rid of this and have like an outdoor kitchen or something that is safe for everyone to cook in, because just not seem to be doing it. This just does not seem to be cutting it. Either that or we have like a kitchen down here. Maybe just use the downstairs flipping kitchen. Maybe that. Oh my goodness. Hi, Lord Emery ran inside. He ran inside to see if the fire had died down. / call in the fire department. But we're actually saying he just came to see if the fire died down. And he has somehow caught himself on fire. Now, previously, we had an incident where High Lady Arwen caught on fire, and we were like so scared she was gonna die, but Emery came through and he extinguished the flames and put it out, so she was okay. But now he's in the same situation, but we all know his wife is a bit selfish. She is outside in safety. I do not think she's gonna be running in there to help him out. Guys, we might be losing High Lord Emery. And I highly suspect Arwen is pregnant. Oh my goodness. Oh my flippin' goodness. Emery! Oh no! No, 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 no! We were doing so many great things with Emery. So many great things. Oh goodness. Is he really gonna die? Is Arwen gonna let him die? Oh no, no, no! No, no. Oh, guys. Guys. That's it for Emery. That is it. He died. He's dying. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And while this fire rages on. Arwen, you selfish little... He saved you beforehand. He could have let you die and married someone else. But no, he saved you before. And you didn't this time around? Oh my goodness. I mean, okay, if she, suspects that she is pregnant, maybe she didn't want to put her child at risk or their child at risk, it makes sense, but still, you could have helped and she didn't. She just did not. Oh my goodness. And look, this fire just rages on and rages on in the background while Emery is over here dying. Oh, this is terrible. Now I'm thinking, imagine what people are gonna say. He has such a bright future and everything, and they have so much wealth. But then he ended up dying in a fire in his own estate. Oh my goodness. And all the connections that he built. Arwen only knows Valar. She doesn't know anyone else. But they're in a unique situation now because, she's pregnant with his child. And according to the way we do things, if he is the High Lord at the time of death, then his child should be the heir and should inherit, right? That is the way things should be. Yeah, because that is his biological child. But if Arwen is by herself, then obviously she's going to want to remarry. But if she remarries, then who is High Lord or Lady? Or does no one take that title? Is there like no High Lord or Lady of Eodmoon until this baby is born? And this baby is gonna have that title from birth. That's interesting. That is so interesting. Oh my goodness. So basically, if she does remarry, then, you know, she and her husband are going to be just caretakers of the new High Lord or Lady, which is going to be their child that Emery kind of left behind at this point. Oh my goodness. But also, because of how wealthy they are, I feel like people would have their eye out for her. Like, people would want to, like, they would be coveting this place, I feel. Like, you know what you guys are saying about the Ciccars? I feel like people, like, eligible men would be coveting this estate and wanting to marry Arwen because of how much money and resources that she has. So, oh my goodness, I have no clue what is going to happen from here on, but we'll have to see. And then if, you know, because Arwen is not a high lady, and like the partner she marries cannot be High Lord because she's pregnant with Emery's baby, and that baby should inherit the title. That is the way things are going to happen. This child is going to inherit the title. So, oh my goodness. The child's going to inherit the title. So even if she does marry, they're going to be more like caretakers of the new High Lord and Lady. Oh my goodness, this is just so crazy. And even if she has children with them, like, they will never be in line. Unless, I mean, yeah, they would never be in line. It just would not work. They cannot inherit. A child she has with someone else cannot inherit. Even if they marry into the family and they take the name of Eodmoon. Or do you think she should be like a single parent? Because the heir is already here. So should she be a single parent? I mean, she's not that young. She is an adult. Oh, there we go. So she is pregnant for sure. She's pregnant for sure. But she is an adult. She's going to be an elder soon. So she might just be like a really... And she just finds out. She just confirms that she is expecting for two. Like, eating for two. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a terrible day. As this fire rages on and the ashes of her husband lie inside. Maybe she's just gonna be like a really wealthy widow. Like, the whole point and the whole reason, like, other High Lords and Ladies remarry is to have an heir. But, you know, there is already this heir. So she might just be like a really wealthy widow. And not interested in remarrying. But then, you know how she always wanted to, like, live a life of luxury, and Emery said that he would provide that for her and she wouldn't have to lift a finger? Well, now things are different. Now she has to make connections. Now she has to do potions because there is no one else to rely on. She has to do it all on her own. All on her own. Oh my goodness. Let's see the fire die down, and then we need to figure out what's gonna happen from here. Oh my goodness, guys. It's 12:30 p.m. on Monday. Arwen is in her first trimester. She is absolutely miserable because Emery has died. His urn has been added over here to the family memorial right at the front of the estate. There is no High Lord or Lady of Eodmoon. People kind of have their eyes on this place, and she's becoming a little bit nervous and paranoid. And she has made changes downstairs, like certain changes to the estate to hopefully ensure their safety in the future. So anything to do with cooking has been taken out of the downstairs kitchen. Instead, things have been, for the sake of convenience, moved up to the balcony over here off of her quarters. And look who has come to cook her some meals and help her out during her lonesome pregnancy. Oh jeez. It's Lady Artrose Rawan, which I thought was interesting, but I figured, like, I was wondering why would she come, and then I realized that Valar is actually friends with Arwen, and maybe when he heard the news, he, felt terrible for her, and he wanted to make sure she was okay, and probably the one she would feel comfortable with is probably, another lady who has been through pregnancy and childbirth. So he sent over his wife, Lady Artrose, to make sure that Arwen was okay. So Artrose is over here cooking some meals for Arwen, which is so sweet and heartbreaking at the same time. And hopefully she succeeds in preparing something, because we had a Volcanae come through to make some food for Arwen, but all she did was leave stuff lying all over the place, even downstairs, and nothing actually got made. So that was unfortunate, and hopefully Arwen is able to feed her. Yes, she managed to make something. Oh my goodness, Arwen, thank you so much. We love you. You're amazing. She's actually so nice. She's so nice. So we also have the fridge over here. So there we go. The fridge is right over here for convenience. And then we have the, a trash can over there. We got a bin right over there. And hopefully this just makes life easier for Arwen, and I feel so terrible for her. She's, she is of a noble family and, of noble blood, but she's been treated very much like a princess by, the people who raised her, and then the person she got married to, and now she's having to stand on her own 2 feet, and that's kind of scary. That's a freaky concept and idea. I flippin' love Archers. Look at her making all these meals for us. And also, because of how much money they have, Arwen has hired a cleaner. But especially, I think, because of the fire, it was kind of necessary to have a cleaner to help sort things out, because we got piles of ash all over the place. We had soot that had to be wiped, and frankly, I don't think Arwen is in the headspace to be doing a lot of these things by herself, especially if she has to kind of run the household now. So she's definitely going to take some liberties with the services that she can arrange, so that there is a little bit of rest that she gets as well. So Arwen, I love you. You're amazing. Thank you so much for helping out. Nobody's even being this considerate. The Rawans are so considerate. I love them for that. Love them. Okay, I am going to let Arwen kind of sleep through most of the day, because her energy is very low. And then when she's feeling a lot better, we are going to take her to the magic realm, because unless she has some whims to do with some other witches, we are going to take it to the magic realm, because she does have to now build her own connections. She has the Rawans, but she doesn't have access to the Citadels anymore, because that's a connection that Emery had made. And with his death, unfortunately, Calypso was not friends with Arwen, so she's kind of lost that. So she's going to have to start making some strides on her own. So I'll see you guys in a bit. It's the 2nd trimester. Lady Arwen can't even go to the magic realm, because for some reason this cursed estate has decided to lay it all out on her in one go. Everything is broken. Everything. I mean, look at this. Everything in the estate is broken. She cannot leave it in this state. So she is using all of the wealth and money they have to call over someone to repair everything in the estate, and then she's calling a caterer to help provide food and whatnot. So, and the cleaner, she's got a cleaner set up, scheduled, a maid to come every day. She's just not going to do any of this. She's not willing to. She's got enough stress on her plate. So she doesn't have time to go to the magic realm and work on the things that are important, because she has to be at the estate in order for all of these people to come and, do their jobs here. Which is so stressful. But let's see if we can... I mean, we need to hire a repair service. We have, called over a maid. Yes, we are going to get a repair service. So let's try and get this sorted. Oh my goodness. She's gone from living like a princess to living such a stressful life. There's so many things to sort out on her own, to do on her own, that she didn't have to worry about beforehand. Okay, here comes the maid. Is the caterer on their way? Let's get the caterer sorted, if possible, please. And look, the fridge has to be cleared. It is just messy. Here comes the repairman. That is fine. And look who has been sent over. You know how you guys were saying that the Ciccars are probably jealous of their wealth? I very much agree. And Padme has decided to show up this time around, and I feel like that's because, again, High Queen Faina is snooping, and they heard about Emery's death, and now Faina's probably trying to see how she could weasel herself in. She's probably wanting to see the situation of the Eodmoons right now, which is why Padme's here. Not to support Arwen, but like in the guise of support, to spy on her. And oh my goodness, things are just so wild in this place. Just look at everything. This is so unfortunate. Like, if we could go to the magic realm while they worked on this in the background, that would be amazing, but unfortunately that isn't going to be the case. I don't think these guys are going to be able to sort things out at the estate if we are not here to supervise things, which is why we are trying to supervise things. Just, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Padme, are you going to prepare any meals for us? I know there's a bunch of stuff taking up space here, so it's going to be hard for you to cook, but if the maid can just clear this up and you can have some space to prepare a meal for the pregnant lady, please. Please, please, please. And look, she's just dumping trash everywhere. Oh, High Lord Valar is calling. I don't know what this is about. I'm just going to say he was calling to check up on her, which is fine and very, very nice of him. He has been doing that, especially with sending over... Yeah, just have yourself some popcorn. Especially with sending over his wife. And I mean, look, nobody else that has come here has actually successfully helped prepare meals or do anything. It's literally Atros. She was the only one. She was the only one. Even Padme doesn't seem like she's interested in doing anything. I feel like she's just snooping around. This is just an excuse for her to snoop around. And, basically, like, report all of this back. She's, like, pretending to do work, see? She's pretending. But she's gonna take all of this news about how everything is, like, completely broken down. And Arwen is absolutely miserable and has no idea what to do and kind of is all over the place. She's gonna take this back to Faina. For sure. This is gonna be reported back to Faina. But okay, I'm gonna let Arwen kind of figure this out a bit more, and then we'll jump back in at a more appropriate time. Okay, I am diving in during Arwen's third trimester because we have received, we'll say, a letter from, out of all people, High Lord Eldrick Naldigan. And this is what it says. And plus, we all know how money, I don't know what the hell he's wearing, we're going to ignore that over there, but we all know how ambitious and just unethical, I feel, High Lord Eldrick is. So it is very, very curious to me that now, out of all the places, like, of all times, now he decides to contact Arwen, and I'm questioning his motives about, you know, what's going on. I think he probably knows, like, you know, word has spread or whatnot, that she's struggling, and he's probably seen this as an opportunity for something. So this is what, the letter he has sent her. I've called to inform you that your great-great-grand second, once-removed cousin's friend's grandpa has passed away, and for some reason has left a vast fortune specifically to you. Will you accept? And obviously, Arwen has not figured out just yet how she can get, like, the family business going. Yes, they have this vast sum of wealth, but I think a part of her is worried that without anything coming in, she's going to go through it really quickly, and, you know, money grabbing is, like, the best thing she can do right now, the easiest thing, especially with the amount of resources that it's taking to keep the estate under control. And it's funny that everything starts, like, going to hell as soon as Emery dies. Things were kind of okay when Emery was alive, but now that he has died, it's like the estate has decided to just break all at once. And, she's just struggling. I mean, you can kind of see her needs over here. Just look at this. She's not dying. Like, literally, she's being saved from death solely because she is expectant right now, but her hygiene's always low, she's always peeing herself, she's very lonely, she's having no fun at all, and she's always very, very tired and spends most of her time in bed. So this is just wild. Obviously, when she gets something like this, maybe she sees it as a, get out of jail free card. So money, 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 give now is going to be the thing that she goes with. Okay, very well. However, now that you've accepted, I must inform you that you will only get this money if you become married within 7 days. Those are the terms. Good luck and congratulations on the next chapter in your life. Oh my goodness. Okay, so obviously someone has seen this as an opportunity. I mean, Eldrick has seen it as an opportunity. I don't know who he's working with right now. Obviously, he is still married, so it's not as though he can marry her. But now I'm curious, like, who has he partnered up with to trap? Essentially, I mean, I feel like Arwen is a bit naive as well, without Emery's guidance. She's a bit naive and, self-absorbed. So maybe this is kind of Arwen's... Yeah, I mean, one, she gets money, and also, I mean, hey, if she gets married, then maybe it can be the husband's job to kind of do all these things, like a pair of helping hands. And she's really vulnerable right now because, as you can see, everything has just been so difficult. And I feel like of all the times, like, now's the time when she's going to be in a headspace to think, I can't do this alone, I need someone to help me. So that's what Eldrick has presented to her. Like, and if she gets money, if she gets married, not only does she get the help of a second person, but she has someone to rely on within the estate, in the family, but also she gets money that comes with it. So I think, guys, Arwen is gonna start looking for someone to marry. And actually, if Eldrick was actually working in partnership with someone, they might use this as an opportunity to then send her a proposal, right? I mean, Eldrick has kind of cast the die, and now it is up to whoever he's working with to slide in and make the very convenient proposal to Arwen of marriage. So, oh my goodness, guys. And also, I'm wondering, what do the Ciccars have to do with this? Because we know that the Ciccars, they sent Padme here to spy on Arwen not long after she, not long after Emery died. So, obviously, stuff's going on. But okay, guys, with that, I'm gonna wrap up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.